Qiao Hao could no longer hear anything in the room. Her head was in a mess. Why was Lu Jinian holding her hand? What was he thinking? He couldn't be in love with her, right? But he said that no matter who he liked, it would never be her. Deep in her heart, she felt both warm and confused. She didn't know how long he had been holding her hand, but gradually, she could feel her hand grow sweaty. It was sticky and humid, but she didn't hate it. In fact, she felt blessed. Who ordered the next song? Song Xiangxai asked after she finished the 3 songs she had picked. Qiao Hao stared at the screen without any response. Who picked "There Was You in My Youth"? Someone else asked once again. Qiao Hao remained silent. Song Xiangxai's song was picked by Qiao Hao. When no one answered after several people had asked the question, she shouted towards Qiao Hao, "Xiao Qiao." When Qiao Hao heard her name being called, she finally snapped back to her senses. She looked at Song Xiangxai in confusion. Huh? Xiangxai-ji, what's wrong? Song Xiangxai waved the microphone. Did you order the song "There Was You in My Youth"? Qiao Hao nodded her head hurriedly, slowly removing her hand from Lu Jinian's hold before standing up. Lu Jinian, who was beside her, came back to his senses as well. With a calm expression, he clenched his hands into fists, as though he was trying to relish in the past memory, preserving it for forever. Qiao Hao walked to Song Xiangxai to reach for the microphone. The third male lead who was standing by the karaoke machine was just about to prepare the background music when he suddenly exclaimed, "Hey, there's two "There Was You in My Youth." Xiao Qiao, did you press it twice?" Qiao Hao hadn't yet fully snapped out of the memory of holding Lu Jinian's hand in front of so many people. When the third male lead had asked her the question, she wasn't able to process it. Before she could reply to him, Lu Jinian suddenly replied, "I ordered it." Qiao Hao looked towards Lu Jinian in shock. He had actually chosen the same song as her. An indescribable sense of happiness started to fill her. They actually had the same favorite song. Since Mr. Lu and Xiao Qiao picked the same song, why don't you sing a duet? Someone recommended. Hearing one person sing was indeed boring, hence everyone else agreed with the suggestion instantly. Qiao Hao didn't dare to make the call, so she looked towards Lu Jinian, who was sitting on the sofa. He paused for about 2 seconds before standing up wordlessly to grab another microphone, walking to stand beside her. As the third male lead started to play the background music, the entire room fell silent. Lu Jinian raised his hand in front of him to invite Qiao Hao to begin. She shut her eyes, took a deep breath, counting the beats in her heart, then looked up. "I would often think about that year, the old study table. I would often look at your profile, dreaming you would have never known that the young me kept you deep in my heart.